Today, Telltale Games made the difficult decision to begin a majority studio closure following a year marked by insurmountable challenges. A majority of the company's employees were dismissed earlier this morning, with a small group of 25 employees staying on to fulfill the company's obligations to its board and partners. CEO Paul Hawley issued the following statement. It's been an incredibly difficult year for Telltale as we work to set the company on a new course. Unfortunately, we ran out of time trying to get there. We released some of our best content this year and received a tremendous amount of positive feedback, but ultimately, that did not translate to sales. With a heavy heart, we watch our friends leave today to spread our brand of storytelling across the games industry. Telltale will issue further comments regarding its product portfolio in the coming weeks. Yep. You guys have been reaching out to me, telling me about this, asking me about this, and you want my input, you want what I feel about it, you want what I have to say about it. And ultimately, I could address this in a very drastic, serious way. I could throw facts at you. I could give you, every single which way perspective, I guess. But ultimately, it sucks. It really sucks. It really, really sucks. Am I totally surprised? In a way, yes. In a way, no. So, you guys want my full and honest opinion about this entire situation and what's going on. You want me to talk about it, so let's briefly talk about it. I'm not going to get into details. If you want full-blown details, then go check out the internet and go look on social media and you will get full-blown details. The reason why I have refrained from making this video is because everyone jumps on the bandwagon with these things where they're like, oh my god, something really bad happened and now it's trending on YouTube and I have to jump on it to do this. Which this kind of really isn't that. This is basically me coming out as a fan, addressing how I feel about them closing. And also refraining from saying too much or too little of something because honestly, at this point in time, it's really too early to tell. It's really too early to tell the future of Telltale. Like, we know they're closed, we know they're done. But as far as projects and what's going to happen, and, we don't really know. What they have said, episode 2 of The Walking Dead is releasing tomorrow. That's pretty much it. What is being released and is being said isn't confirmed, and then stuff is changing and is in development, and like the last time I checked the news, now they're saying that there might be a possibility they could try to finish The Walking Dead, but it's not 100% guaranteed. And then I just briefly read another article saying that they might still be working on doing Stranger Things, so like, I don't know. Ultimately, in these situations, we want to look for the why. Why did they close? Why weren't they doing well? Why did they do this to their employees? Why did they let them go? Why this? Why that? And honestly, you can't just point fingers at a company, regardless if they were good or bad. You also have to look at the consumer. You have to look at the person who plays these. You have to look at the grand scale of things. You have to look at the content that's being put out, its target audience, and how the audience is reacting to it. Are they buying it? Are they playing it? Are they, are they buying it, in bulk, like all at once? Are you paying for a premium package? Are you buying episode by episode? Are you waiting 2 years and then buying it? Like, all of this is money. It's numbers. And those numbers are important to companies like this who do episodic games. We could even say the same thing for other companies who make the same kind of similar games. Look at Life is Strange. Life is Strange releases the games via episode. Let's take a lesson from this, okay? Like, it does suck that Telltale is doing this. And yes, we could probably say that they are at fault for doing a lot of this stuff, but so are we. We're at fault. the people, the fans. You know, the people who jumped on board a little bit too late of the Telltale, you know, train. And the people who didn't buy the games when they first came out, or didn't buy all the games. Like, I'm just as guilty, because I say I love Telltale, but I didn't play the Borderlands, I didn't play Game of Thrones, like, I didn't play Minecraft, so I can't really say that I adored Telltale. I only realized that they exist when The Walking Dead came out, which is where most of us was. You know, I didn't play Sam & Max, I didn't play Back to the Future, I didn't play all those other games. And now, sadly, because they're closing, people are going to buy their stuff and play them now. And that's the sad realization of it. And it sucks. It really does suck. That this is how the world works. The same thing happens when a celebrity dies. They become famous, everyone buys their shit, and again, a game company closes and now they're famous and we all buy their shit. I see both sides of it, and it's terrible that it's happening, but I also understand why it's happening. From a decision-making standpoint, I do feel like in Hindrance, maybe there were some different things, some different choices, some different scheduling issues and conflicts that could have been resolved over the last couple of years. I know last year I was struggling to play like 3 of their games at the same time. If you guys remember, I was playing Guardians of the Galaxy, Batman Season 2, and The Walking Dead Season 3, all at the same time. On top of Life is Strange Before the Storm. And I know Life is Strange is not Telltale, but that's just a perfect example. All of these licensed episodic adventures coming out, being dished out, being force-fed to you, and there's no time to play them all. And there are people who enjoy waiting for the full game to come out to play the whole thing in one sitting, rather than playing it for 2 hours, waiting a month, playing for 2 hours, waiting a month. Some people don't like that. I didn't mind it. It sucked sometimes, depending where the cliffhanger hung, but I also like the thrill of thinking, what if, what happens, you know? And also because I'm so busy that a month to me just feels like 2 days, so it's like boom, tomorrow, and then here we are again. If anyone's wondering where I stand on it, there you go. And if anyone, I don't know why I can't talk right now. It's like frickin' 10 o'clock at night right now, 10:30. If anyone is wondering what the future is going to hold for Telltale as far as what I play, I will continue to play what they dish out. It might be a possibility that episode 2 of the final season of The Walking Dead comes out and we don't get any more, then so be it. I will play episode 2. And that'll be it. Or if they do end up coming out maybe with episode 3 and then not 4, or if they kind of half-ass release it, I'm not sure. I will play whatever is potentially available. So there's a good possibility that it may never be finished, or maybe other companies will kind of team together and help them to finish, at least to get out, because I'm also thinking everyone paid for these already, so they either have to face refunding a lot of people or giving them something. So their hands are kind of tied. They have to make a decision. They can't just ignore it and be like, well, we're gonna keep you $20, but we're not gonna give you the full season. So they can't really do that. So they have to do something. As a gamer, make it known and be aware that this isn't just because it's Telltale. This isn't just a small company fuck up. This can happen to any company. So if you truly love and support whatever company you support, be it video games, clothes, or whatever, in this day and age, it is crucial to support what you love. You know, buy from companies that you feel deserve your money, and be smart about it, obviously. But there's always a risk like this involved with anything, and it just so happens to suck that Telltale fell for it. And I don't know the full detail of how they got here. I can speculate and say stuff like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't know how they got here. All I know is that there's a lot of developers and animators and artists and workers that don't have a job, that only have insurance for like a week. They don't get severance. They don't get, you know, benefits after September. They're fucked. And that's really sad. And I've witnessed people in my life lose their jobs and lose everything they've had. And I can tell you from both standpoints, from the person who loses the job to the person who watches the person lose their job, it is awful. And nobody deserves to be in that position. Like, I wish everybody the best of luck. Everyone who was involved in Telltale somehow, some way, whether they were a voice actor or, you know, they animated Clementine. I wish them the best of luck in life. And I'm sure that all of these talented people are going to find jobs. They're going to get hired. They're going to progress in their line of work and do great things. But it's just unfortunate that things had to happen this way. And as much as we want information now, we want answers now, we want to know what's happening now, we're not going to get it now. So I'm hoping that they're able to kind of at least let us finish The Walking Dead somehow, some way. That'd be awesome. You know, not just of my own selfishness of needing to finish the story, but just because in all fairness, if Telltale has to go under and then cease to exist, at least conclude what spiked their succession, you know what I mean? Give us something to kind of leave with, you know? And it could very well be that they could finish The Walking Dead and the ending is awful, and then we're all emotionally upset and distraught about it, and we're still in the same position we are now, where we're still distraught about it, and maybe the ending won't be good enough for us. There's a risk of, like, not ever being happy in this situation, but I'm willing to take what I can get, and if I only get half or nothing, so be it. If I get everything, great, but obviously more details will be to come. But if you want to look into the reasoning and the speculations and everything and that whole history of how they came this way and, you know, the money they've lost and everything, you can look that up on your own. I'm not going to talk shit about something that I don't really know about. But, yeah. So, long story short, Telltale's closing. It really sucks. I wish they wouldn't. It's not up to me. I would like to finish The Walking Dead if possible. I'm going to play whatever is available, even if it's not completed, and I wish everybody the best of luck. And for all of you guys out there who, if you love a certain genre, if you love a certain video game, you know, and you think about getting it and you're able to get it, but you don't get it because you're not sure, try it. Try demos. See how it is. If you like it, give them your money, buy it, play the game, support people like this, so that way this doesn't happen, you know. And I will say the same thing for Life is Strange. If you love watching Life is Strange and you have the system and the availability and money to play it, go do it. You know, as much as it's fun to watch people all the time, go do it. Go spend money on them and give them your support to avoid shit like this. Life is Strange will probably be better off than Telltale because they're part of a bigger company, but it's just proving a point, is if we wait and if we resist buying and doing things like that, then we're honestly hurting the competition. They may cease to make episodic games like this if this pattern continues. If another company that does the same exact thing also closed down because of the same reason, then you have a pattern and then we're not going to have it anymore. So I like it, but that's just me. And if 40,000 other people, you know, don't care for it, then it's going to go away. But that's just how I feel about it. Hi, Dolly, you're in here with me. Come here. Thank you guys for watching this, and stay tuned for episode 2 of The Walking Dead and hopefully future episodes. But by the off chance we don't get any more, it's really gonna suck. I really wish that they wouldn't close. It really sucks. But we're just going to have to wait for more news to come out. But I will play whatever I can, buy them, and still support whatever's left of them. And I recommend that if you guys enjoy the games, go out, get them, tell your friends, don't let them die. Even though the company's closing, don't let these go. You know? So, we'll see you next time, okay? So take care, everyone, and I'll see you in episode 2 of The Walking Dead. And Dolly hates me right now. And I'll see you in the episode, which will come probably later in the week after recording and editing. So take care, everyone. Have a good night, and see you next time. Bye-bye.